Live. And we are live. How you doing, everyone? Welcome to ICW Lockdown. We are locked down. You are locked down. Let's call the whole thing off. Is that even a way to start? I've no idea.
Sure, let's go.
Let's go. Right, we had a good run. Cheers, guys. How you doing? I'm Billy fucking Kirkwood, or Billy Kirkwood to my friends. You may call me Billy fucking Kirkwood. And I'm here, of course, with Champagne Simon Cassidy, ladies and gentlemen, the only man on the top wanted list of ex-hamster because they want the massive... I hear apparently there's just a poster going, we need the Simon Boner. We need it now. They can't get it, but we've got him here on lockdown. He's over there.
That's a deep dive into internet pornography you've gone to find that website.
Oh, Simon, the nights have been long. There are corners of the internet I didn't even know existed, but I've now become quite familiar with them that I'm taking around a mug of sugar and condoms just to get me through the
We all find our ways to get through the day.
How are you, Simon? You absolute fucking hero.
I'm not too bad at all. Still not infected with the plague, so that's good. What about you, sir? How are you getting on?
No, Rona, I believe the long list of STDs and what have you I've got through the years basically make me... I believe this mustache is keeping me immune to most things at the moment. I am fit, I am well. I'm doing my best to just keep alive, as are we all.
Oh, yeah. The mustache is getting a bit out of control.
Thank you.
It's grown exponentially since last week.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think I'm doing it out of just bitterness now. You know, it's
but directed at who? Who's the bitterness towards?
Well, it's definitely me. I'm gonna get new headshots done, but they're gonna be scratch and sniff, and they're basically gonna smell of like bitterness and onions. I think that is my plan. Let's talk some fucking wrestling, shall we? First of all, before we get things kicked off, Simon Cassidy, we lost an icon of wrestling just this afternoon.
Oh, my God.
A voice that I can't even think about a whole generation of wrestling. If you don't know the news, Howard Finkel sadly passed away this afternoon at 69 years old.
Younger than I thought he was.
A lot younger than I thought he was.
A lot younger than I thought he was.
I'd stayed active right up to the end. I mean, he was the voice of WWF, WWE until like early 2000s. I can't remember when he sort of sidetracked into backstage stuff. Simon, as the fucking man when it comes to ring announcing, how do you feel about that?
I am genuinely, absolutely gutted about it. It's one of those things. He's so ingrained that, to a certain degree, it doesn't matter what ring announcer is currently doing the job. I still assume it's Howard Finkel on some level. Like if I let my mind wander, you just kind of assume that that's the voice you're going to hear, and I genuinely sometimes get a bit taken aback when it's not. Especially when you're watching stuff on the network. But no, I think even just the iconic and no, everybody tried to copy that when you were a kid.
See, the first time I ever heard you do that, like, I actually remember thinking, that's a fucking moment. Folk haven't even realised that. That's a moment. Oh, I started doing my bed sheets and the new TV cover just to get you through. We'd love to hear it. We're all about talking about everything that's going on in professional wrestling right now, as well as the world of ICW. We'd love to hear some of your favourite think moments or some of your favourite things, man. He's going to be very sadly missed, Simon. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think by all accounts, it was an absolute gentleman in class act, by all accounts, to everyone that knew him. So you know,
and a complete wrestling trivia nerd. So they told me.
Yeah. Well, did he not used to have a series on WWE.com before they had the network? There was like Outthink the Think, and it was literally just fans seeing if they could out trivia him. And I don't think anyone ever won.
No,
I think he was just encyclopedic. I did not realize that he was the voice on WWF's debut Madison Square Garden show.
Oh shit!
When
the big mic used to come from there.
Yeah, but when it transitioned from the WWF into kind of Vincent Jr., apparently he was in the very first Garden show. So what a career that is.
Oh, but yeah, sadly missed the voice of everything. My personal favourite that he ever announced in the ring was Earthquake, because he always just gave it the Earthquake. I was like that, man. Pop! Pop, Ski. Right, before we bring on our special guest, first of all, we'd love to know what you want us to talk about here on the show today. Well, a couple of things, a little bit of fun. First of all, your Simpsons Survivor Series team. I accidentally started this off because I got myself Disney Plus, and while I'm watching Treehouse of Horror, I thought, who would be in my Simpsons Survivor Series team? We're going to keep it a classic to 4. So I tell you what, I would love to hear who it would be in your Simpsons Survivor Series team. I've got mine right here, but put yours in the comments.
This needs a bit of thought.
It does.
This is a hard one. I'm thinking Sideshow Bob. Psychopath. That's what you want in the team.
Well, listen, we don't want to get ahead of it now. I want to bring in our very own. He is the Pharaoh of Filth, the new age Pharaoh of Filth, the Reverend Stevie, our special guest today, your most favourite. It's Stevie Boy's joining us on the show.
Hola.
How are you doing? How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing very well. I'm coming to you live from Casa del Stevie. So it's nice just to have a bit of interaction. Do you know what I mean? It's lovely to see you, and for anybody that can see me, it's nice to see you guys too. I'm missing you all terribly. So, but
how are you finding that side of it, mate? How are you finding it just being away from the matches? Because I can only speak as like a stand-up, but like suddenly everything just went gone. How's it been for you, mate? I know we're only a few weeks in. We know everything's going to be back down the line. How's it for you, pal?
To be honest, I think for myself, it's easier and kind of tougher at the same time. Purely just because of timing. Like, I just took 9 months off for injury purposes there. So, I had that 9 months already, like just really wanting to get back into the swing of things and just want to get back to doing what everybody was doing. And then I get a short wee spell of it. I'm just starting to, the gears are just starting to click, and then it's boom, no, we're back on lockdown again, Stevie. Back in the house. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm used to sitting out. I mean, it's still quite fresh for me. So,
right.
But at the same time, I'm chapping at the bit to get back in there. So
I bet, man. I bet it's crazy, and you're kicking about in the house just now, right? What are you doing to fill the days? I ask this to everybody because I'm looking for suggestions. I'm stuck in here with 3 wins, and I'll level with you. I'm pretty sure the middle one's going to be a serial killer at this point. You know what I mean? Like, he's got that look in his eye, man. He's got that look in his fucking eye, and I'm getting worried about it at this stage. What is it?
You're one still bowl of cereal away from a mass murder.
Mate, I'm just worried one day he's just going to turn around and go, "You, Dad, you're fucking getting it."
But in some ways, you'd be proud. You're proud that they've got the metal to take down the father.
But
this here's Johnny bit breaks through the door.
where he's like fucking Fisher Price axe or something.
Oh, you're saying this in the immediate future? Okay, that's more worrying.
Look, we're on lockdown.
Mate,
One day I'm worried about this all being finished. There's someone coming to the door to check on us, and my 4-year-old going, "I'm the man of the house now." but the thing is, he's going to be wailing me.
You're not even dead. He's just usurped you.
So what's going on at Casa del Stevie to fill the days, mate?
Not a lot, to be honest. It's one of those things. Myself and Kaylee we're outdoorsy people. Not outdoorsy as in like we go hill walking and stuff, but we're very rarely in the house. So the first few days were a bit kind of right. Just everything went to buggery. Like, it was just in bed, eating rubbish, just no caring. But we've got ourselves in a bit of a routine. So we've got a kind of home gym set up and stuff. I'm a PS4 fanatic, so that's been my saving grace. Much like yourself, I have also just bought Disney Plus. So we've been binge watching Simpsons. So when you mentioned that the survival team, I've got four, I think, already.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we'll come back at the end because I reckon that's going to be quite a bit of debate. We've asked people to send us some questions for you, but that's the thing. Every time I've brought it up in casual conversation, who would be your Simpsons Survivor Series team, folk have went, no. Well, what's yours? And as soon as you'll see a name, they go, fuck off. You wouldn't have Mo? What would you have Mo for?
King Shark put a tweet out, I think it was last night, and it was rate your Simpsons character. And I was absolutely, nobody mentioned Mr. Burns. And for me, like, obviously I've been binge watching it, so just anytime Mr. Burns comes on the screen, I can't help but laugh. He's just, anything he does is genius.
Especially like kind of like seasons like 3 to 10, Mr. Burns is superb.
Even in the newest ones, because I kind of fell away from The Simpsons, so we've been watching like kind of season 30 and stuff like that, try to get caught up. And even in the newer ones, there's like rejigged Mr. Burns again, and he's just amazing. Like he comes out of left field all the time, and it is the best comedy ever. It's just amazing.
When I was a kid and we used to watch, or younger, I should say, I'm old as fuck. When we used to watch, my piss is in black and white. No, when we watch, when we used to watch The Simpsons, and any time Mr. Burns would come on, my dad would always like go, there he is. It's like, you don't fucking know Mr. Burns, right? My dad would talk like he was his mortal enemy. I've played dominoes against this guy every time.
Here he is, old Bunsy.
Here he is. You fuck shut up, you. Right? It's like when you used to watch the wrestling, and it's like, look at this big fat bastard, and it's like, Dad, that's Earthquake. He could break your head off with his arsehole.
Earthquake was one of the top wrestlers I've seen live.
Mate, I'm a massive Earthquake fan. Like, folk don't give Earthquake his fucking due. He put Hulk Hogan on the shelf. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
And a hell of a drop kick.
I think when I was like, it must have been like 8, 9 years old, there was a show in my hometown in the Tweedy Hall, and Earthquake was on it. And then I think like maybe 4 or 5 years later, I actually debuted in that same hall for SWA. So there you go. There's a bit of wrestling trivia for you. There you go. The Black Power Ranger was also on that show, and he was absolutely tremendous. This guy was popping out hamstrings like nobody's business. Do you know what I mean? It was just none of the other Power Rangers, just him. They just took him. I think he had a day off or something, and he just thought, bugger it, I'll go and wrestle. So
what? Do you mean the actual Power Ranger?
I don't know if it was the actual. It's wrestling. It was the actual Black Power Ranger. He was there.
I just feel like I got schooled by my dad and then gave him you said
I know the Black Power Ranger.
Aye, that really is the Undertaker in Kilmarnock Town Hall. I've no forgotten.
In fairness, I wrestled Kevin Nash in Kilmarnock Grand Town Hall, so.
Aye, well, that's true. That's true. I was led to believe that was just a bunch of midgets junky midgets they tied together and pretended it was Kevin Nash. That was what I was told. Big tall guy.
Could have possibly been.
Could have possibly been.
I was young.
We are getting loads of questions.
We get way off track here.
First of all, I'm asking just a little bit. How's Kaylee doing?
She's doing very well. She is currently in the room with the 2 dogs. They were going nuts, so she's keeping them contained for me just now.
Oh, bless her. Certainly give her our best.
Aye. So, well, she's the boss of the house anyway. So whatever she says, everybody tends to do it. So
I did have to message her. Go, can Stevie come out and play? And she was like, "Well, I don't know. I have to speak to your dad." And then she phoned my fucking dad. Just imagine that an idea. Right, loads of questions. Keep them coming. I want to know your Simpsons. I want to know your Simpsons Survivor Series team. We're gonna have a bit of fun with that right at the end. But loads and loads of stuff coming in. General wrestling thing. Before I get some questions lined up. First of all, what's your thoughts on where wrestling is right now? Obviously, everything is on lockdown here in the UK and kind of around the world. WWE is still putting stuff out. They're doing the empty arena stuff and AEW stuff. I would love to know, what was your thoughts in terms of WrestleMania and that type of stuff? What are you, anything that's sort of lighting you up in wrestling just now?
WrestleMania was nuts, man. Like,
yeah.
Surprisingly, like, it didn't take me as long to like settle into it as I thought it was going to. Like, leading up to it, I was really apprehensive, like no fans and stuff. But I found myself, once it kind of kicked off, I was more tuned in. Like, I wasn't as a fan reacting to the crowd, because as fans, like, you hear like we react to the crowds as much almost as wrestlers do. I was just kind of zoned in. Like, I'm digging the way they're doing promos just now. A lot of Drew's camera stuff is like this just now, just straight down the cut, and it just feels a bit more. I don't know. It just.
It's quite cinematic, isn't it? It's quite.
Yeah, I find myself kind of more engaged in it for some reason, which is really surprising. I didn't expect that, but
on some level, I think it almost feels more real, because they're not playing to an audience. You're just being yourself to a degree.
Exactly. Like, cutting a promo, obviously, like, you've got an idea of what you want to say, but you kind of have to adapt out there, because obviously the crowd are going to react to points, and you have to stop and you have to let them kind of have their moment before you can kind of start on with your point again. Whereas this, it's just like someone in a camera, and it's just like straight shooting. Do you know what I mean? There's no stopping for pauses or reactions or advert breaks, or it's just like straight flow, like between the person and the camera, and it just, I don't know, it brings me in. I love it.
All right. I think it's great just now. And of course, the way of the world, loads and loads of people saying about it. We're seeing obviously some changes in what's happening with WWE right now. We've seen some names like go, which is unbelievably sad for us all as fans, really. And I think, because loads and loads of people are commenting on it, you know something, folks, we're going to try and keep it positive here. And I think the best thing to say is our thoughts are certainly going out to our brothers and sisters around the world who are currently going through some hard times, but we don't know the details. We don't know what's going on. So fingers crossed. I mean, I know he could very well be watching. Yes, I watched Spud's video yesterday, and yes, I did get it.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, God.
It's like, I knew it wasn't going to be good. You know what I mean? I knew it was like, well, he's not going to be coming on here cracking jokes. But at least he did it in a very classy way. I mean, I'd have came on and went, I'm fucked, you know, so you know,
you son of a
yeah, so it's like, fucking my hat's off to you, Drake, in all fairness. And who knows where everything will go. It's not really for us to comment just now.
Do you know what? I will say, I think you're right. The way he did his kind of, I suppose you would call it a promo, was very classy, very honest. I kind of think regardless what happens, he's going to land on his feet, surely.
Yeah, he's such a talented guy.
See with things like Impact and stuff, like he's a natural at like whatever environment you put him in. Do you know what I mean? Like whatever pond you drop Spud into, he's going to swim off and do his thing somewhere. And like, I mean, as sad as it is just now, and obviously it's going to take some time to rebound and stuff, I have every faith in the boy, and like getting back up on his feet and going out there and doing what he's done for like, must be close to like 2 decades now. Do you know what I mean?
He's too talented a guy. Too talented a guy. Just amazing. And he's got a wild selection of jackets, so I know Jamie Kennedy's very nervous. Just in case. Do you know what I mean? Just in case. He honestly turns up, he's like, I was about to say his Union Jack suit. We needed that in Glasgow. You know, these times might change us, but last big show we had, obviously we had the fight clubs that we had there, and you had some business with Kez. Last big show we had was obviously going back to the Square Go. What a match you had with Noam. Well, unofficially, we don't quite know what's happening with shows wise. We're meant to be going back, hopefully, July, what have you. There's going to be announcements about that going on. That is for that's obviously for Scott and for Dallas and the ICW management team to do, not for me to do. But fingers crossed, all the details are over on the website. You're looking forward
to... It's going to be in the Thunderdome.
In the Thunderdome.
It's officially going to be in the Thunderdome. By that point, that's where we are.
I'm into it. I'm into it. Right, let's get some questions for you. We've got a whole bunch of ones. Lots of people asking about there's people asking about your relationship with Kaylee. Not like anything mega personal.
Okay.
Well, we go for that.
Sure, why not?
All right, we got Jimmy Holmes here. He says your relationship with Kaylee is well known. There we go. That was me just finding out there. So I didn't know you guys were a couple. Where did you first meet her? And
Used to be.
And what was your favourite thing about her? What is your favourite thing about her? Oh, good save. When did you first meet her? Training?
No, I first met Kaylee in high school. So we were from kind of like towns just kind of next to each other. So I was from Linwood and she was from Johnston. Grew up kind of separately and stuff like that. Then when we were in third year, both of our high schools get knocked down and they did an amalgamation between Johnston and Linwood. So the two high schools went to the one school.
Happened to my one. Happened to my high school as well.
How nuts is that, man?
Fucking
like,
pish.
that was just a bizarre scenario. Like,
you go from like a half-empty school to just suddenly double the classes and all these folk you don't know.
Can he move? Like they had lines in the middle of the floor. Like you had to stay in the left-hand side. Like traffic was a nightmare in high school. Like honestly, the amount of times I was late for class, it was just But yeah, I met her back then, St Benedict's High School. It was actually two of our friends met up first, and we met through them. We started kind of seeing each other and stuff. I actually did a show in Johnston for SWA at the time, which was her hometown, and she came to see me with like a bunch of her friends and stuff. And I think that kind of gave her the bug almost. So she kind of started coming to training with me from there, and now she's where she is, and that was a long time ago.
So, and what is your favourite thing about
her? She's more mental than I am.
Wow.
She makes me seem sane. She's a legend. Like, that's the only way I can put it. Like, everything I could ever want, she's that and more. So
I've got a Kaylee Stevie story that I don't know if anybody will know apart from me and Kaylee. She joined me on commentary one night when you were wrestling in the ring, and I accidentally referred to you as Stevie Ray, right? And I went, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It's not like you own him." And then she literally leant into the mic and went, "He is mine," like that. In a way that did make me go, all right, that's giving me the fear. That's giving me the fear. We got another question for a lady. Once lockdown is lifted, this is one of our super questions that you can ask over on the YouTube, our super chat questions. You can go in there and check that out. Once lockdown is lifted, what's the first for the Pharaoh of Filth? Got your eye on anyone we wouldn't expect? So anybody you're planning to work on, anybody you're planning to go after that maybe we haven't talked about so far? Let's throw open. Anybody in the world, let's go for it. Or in ICW, whatever you think.
Well, I mean, first things first, like, Noam's going to be top of the list. I want my shot again. He came in out of nowhere. I thought I was ready, and he took advantage of that. And yeah, unfortunately, I came up short at the square go. So wrongs need to be righted. Well, obviously, as you said earlier, Kez Evans.
Not easy to say. Not easy to
the beast or the back of my head. So I think there's some retribution due there. I don't know, to be honest, like, obviously with the way things are mixed up just now, there was things I was looking forward to that possibly aren't happening now or might have to be rescheduled and stuff, but just getting back in the ring, that is, I don't care who you put in front of me, like, just get me back in there, get me back in that environment, and everything will be dandy. Like, I don't care, I'll pap the nut and MD who stands across from me. So
yes,
damn right. Get me back in there.
All right, but we do have a question here for you. That's from Carl. It looks like he's a Newcastle United fan. I'll pick that up for the sip. You can tell I play FIFA. I basically listen. If it ain't FIFA 96, I don't want to know, man. Like, honest to fuck, I don't want to know. What's that?
I was 4 when that game came out.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. I just mastered fingering. So What? It was a big year. FIFA 96 came out. Lads, I've got this. Right. I won't lie, boys. I've gone off during this lockdown.
just a smidge. Just a wee bit.
Bless them, Dallas and Scott spent all those years putting that filter on, and slowly it's just cracked off in a couple of weeks. Right, this is a great question. Stevie Boy, dream match, past or present? I know you were talking about who you want to work with, who you want to wrestle with, but we were being a bit nostalgic, talking about Fink and what have you. Could throw it open to anybody. Who's your guy or girl?
Tommy Dreamer has to be one.
Brilliant.
I'd love to do just a Tommy Dreamer style match with him. Just, I don't know. He's been one of the guys. I don't know. There's just something about him. I'm like, I want to get in there and I want to do that with him and see if I can be better. Other than that, I don't. Do you know? It's hard because so many dream matches. Like I once did wish for. Like I've done it. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
So right. I mean, possibly it's always on the card. If it gets me another mention in his book, then I'm game. Do you know what?
Oh man, that's a big pop to be mentioned. I've been mentioned in one wrestling book, and the bit that's in it is total bullshit. Like the bit that's in it, I love him the bits, but there's Greg Lambert who was backstage at Fear and Loathing when we did the SECC and said that I was in a corner being nervous, walking back and forth, getting psyched up. Didn't happen. Didn't happen because literally, and you remember this, like everyone was like there, and then it was like suddenly, please welcome Billy Kirkman. So he could have put something sexy, but he didn't bother. Right, keep the question coming. I think we've got a big Keith. Oh, everyone's just giving me shit for talking about FIFA 96. Keith's actually saying he wasn't even thought of about then. Steady on, lads, right?
That's true, man. He wasn't even a glunt at that point. At least I was kicking about. Do you know what I mean?
I'm old, man.
Cheers, boys.
I've got some grey hairs. I've got some grey. It's seeping in. I'm getting there.
Look. This is like the weirdest thing. Like I'm getting up there, boys. I'm getting up there. I don't have any grey hairs here. I got no grey hairs here, but I've got a big fucking wad of them right there on the end of my chin, and I can't grow them because I look like a cone. It's not right.
I'm getting Mr. Fantastic. I'm starting to get the side deal and see wee highlights coming there.
But then you get guys like Liam who just it totally suits.
Oh, he's majestic when he's grey.
Do you know what I mean? He just looks like even when he shaves it all off, you're thinking he's gonna look like a dick. Look at this handsome bastard. Like he's just got a handsome face. Good on you, Carmel. Good on you.
He's a good dude.
Here's a good boy. Right, keep those questions coming. We've got an absolute fucking loads. This is a great one. This has been sent in by Ian Milne. He's actually just asking. Wrong question. He sent one question. It was one of a statement. Sorry, Christopher Thompson. What match are you most proud of?
Oh, that's hard. I mean, I suppose King of Insanity's got to be up there.
Ouch.
Like just the amount that like boosted my social kind of like perspective was just nuts. Like the amount of attention I got for that was crazy. There is one that will always kind of be one of my favourites was myself and BT Gunn. I can't remember what show it was, but it was definitely at the garage. The one we knocked out all the referees and stuff like that. Like we were just going hell for leather. Like we did like a 25-minute main event in a 10-minute gap. It was just we were going balls to the walls for like with everything we had. But I'd say either one of those two.
Do you know what the funny thing is? See, even before you said it was the one you knocked out all the referees, as soon as you said you and BT, I didn't go casket match, I didn't go in. I went, I bet it's that one in the garage. Because there was an absolute stormer one night. I can't even remember what show it was, but I remember that match.
Do you know, that's the thing. I think it was just a random show. I think just the both of us at that point were kind of feeling just a bit, like we're getting into the rut kind of thing. We're just doing that. And It just so happened like we get pinned together on that night. We were just like, right, let's just go for it. Let's do what we know we can do and just try and wake ourselves back up again. And it worked. It worked pretty bloody well, I might say.
I've got to say the King of Insanity match, I was rewatching it the other night on ICW On Demand because not only an amazing match, but I like listening to myself. And
I like listening to you.
I like learning. I like learning. I'm still fucking learning this shit as I'm going. And it was funny because I just finished watching AEW, and the first thing I thought was, I've got a dream match. I want Stevie Boy versus Darby Allin. I want it so fucking bad. It is unbelievable, mate.
I didn't even think that. That's a good shout.
Yeah, he's doing great stuff. He's doing great stuff just now. What do you think of AEW?
Do you know? It's just it took a bit of getting used to. Took a bit of adjusting. There was like aspects people didn't like of it. It was finding their feet, and I think obviously certain circumstances that are happening just now have made that a bit more difficult for them. But I can't really fault them. Do you know what I mean? Like they've set a task at hand and they're charging full pace towards it. Do you know what I mean? Nothing's stopping them. They're putting out content like every week to keep people content during this kind of period and stuff like that. And do you know, it could be a lot worse. So.
Do you know, funnily enough, I actually think the empty arena stuff has almost helped them kind of focus in a bit. Like, I think what you're saying, like, there were some things I had to work on. I think they've kind of actually started doing it. Like, a lot of the content's becoming a lot more creative, a lot more kind of storyline driven in a more kind of focused way. I actually think, weirdly, everything that's happened has been great for them.
It's almost like watching Coronation Street or something, like the way it is now, and the way they're cutting angles and stuff like that. And it's just it's cool. Like it's cool to see them take like a different direction with things. Like obviously life throws spanners at you, so if you're able to kind of catch one and use it to your advantage, it's cool. You know what I mean?
I love that most folk would have went, if you can dodge them, but you went, no, catch one, it's a weapon now, you've got this.
Use it to your advantage. Doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. Do you know what I mean?
I love that. I absolutely fucking love that. Right, we got a little feature, gentlemen, I want to play. Then we're going to get back to some questions. Keep hitting us up in the comments. Don't forget, you can do the super chat question over on YouTube. There's more questions with Stevie. Lots of gaming ones. Lots of people want to know what you're hitting on the PlayStation just now.
Right now, I'm playing Uncharted. Drake's. Well, I'm not really. Kaylee's playing it. She missed that one, so we downloaded it again. It was the free game on PS4.
Nice.
So we're playing that just now. Red Dead Redemption Online, Grand Theft Auto Online. I don't know. I just downloaded a bunch of stuff there, and I can't really remember what they are. Days Gone, any sort of zombie games. Really gutted that the new Last of Us has been ditched. But so apparently I don't know. It's not been ditched completely, I don't think, but they're holding off on it. So yeah.
Right. Well, we got ourselves a quick game that I want to play. Of course, you are the New Age Pharaoh of Filth, the Reverend Stevie. So I've got to ask the question, leader of the Filthy Generation, how filthy is Stevie? What I have here is a list in my pad that I've got because I've never. It's the Goofy movie.
I was watching that last night.
It looks like a VHS. It looks like a VHS.
When I was going to sleep last night.
You're a fucking belter. It's a life-changing. Listen, you've got your American Beauty and all that type of shit, right? You've got it. Listen, Aliens, movies that changed my life.
I've decided as well, once like everything's back to normal, I'm going to solely focus all my attention on one of my trainees, and I'm going to call him Powerline and dress him up like the pop star from Goofy movie, and he's going to be the best fucking thing ever.
Honestly,
yes. Hell yes. I'm doing it. It's happening.
If you had to cast one of your trainees right now, who are you picking?
Oh, it's Powerline. Oh.
Kieran. He's wee. You can bully him about.
All right. I don't know. I'll come back to that one. That needs some thought. I mean, this isn't just like This isn't just some random idea I thought of last night. Like, I'm going to put my whole in it. I'm going to put everything into this. You know what I mean? Like,
you
will
suffer.
Into this.
Your career will suffer in the chase of this dream.
When I get the sign off for my offshoot wrestling company, Big Fat, you've heard, like, we've talked about this, Stevie.
Hell yeah.
Mate, it's going to happen, but we'll come back to that in another episode. I tell you what, how filthy is Stevie? What I've got here is I've got a list of wrestling moves and I've got a list of sex moves, and we need to discover. I'm going to tell you what the names are. You need to tell me, is it a sex move or a wrestling move? How filthy is Stevie? Let's find out. Okay, are we ready, boys and girls? Let's go. I'll start with an easy one. Finger poke of doom.
Wrestling move.
As a wrestling move, but it could also be a sex move. So I'll give you a point for that. I'll give a point for that. Let's see. Alligator fuck house.
Wow. Wrestling move.
It's a sex move, but it should be a wrestling move.
It sounds like something you would call. Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna know. Someone's gonna hit like a lariat, and I'm gonna go alligator fuck house, and that'll be it. It's done. And poor Jamie will just be sitting there. What the fuck?
Someone's just googled that.
Oh,
they're working from home. And their IT department has lost their mind.
Yeah, don't Google that. Don't Google that. Don't open a tab and find out what that is. Don't. I warned you. Right, okay. I warned you. Let's see. Blood Moon Stomp.
That's got to be a wrestling move, isn't it?
That's a wrestling move.
The insulting one.
That's Tommy Ends. That's Tommy Ends. All right, here we go. It's not that fun. I know what it is, but the name's not that funny. Lion King.
A sex move.
It's a sex move.
I don't even want to know.
You don't. You don't. There's a specific scene. I don't want to tell you. Right. Here's one for you. 6-1. 6-1. Oh, the clunge plunge.
I could see that going either way, to be honest. Wrestling move.
It's a wrestling move, get in.
For real?
Yeah, I found it as a trainee in Inverness. He called it the clunge plunge. It was really basically a really fucking bad spine buster.
Right, okay.
He basically ended up with his head. Apparently, he like knocked himself out on another trainee's like pelvis bone because or Fanny slapped him in the head so hard. So that's what.
I've legit just tried to work out the mechanics of that, and the mental image I've now got is great.
All right, last one, and then we're going to get back to some questions. 619ing.
Nining.
619ing.
Sex move.
As a sex move, it's like a 69, but you're wearing a.
Oh, come on!
Right, it's like
don't pretend to be modest now.
It's basically 69 and wearing a Rey Mysterio mask, and your son's watching. Right, so.
Wow! Wow!
I found that. That's a thing.
I hope somebody finds that notebook one day.
Well, I think we all know how lockdown's going for Billy.
I've got a lot of time in my hands. Right, before we get on to our Simpsons Survivor Series team, you're talking about, of course, you're a trainer and what have you. Anyone you've got your eye on just now that you think, this guy, because coaching is a completely different. I know you were really excited about it when you started it, when you were off with your knee, of course. Anyone you've got your eye on just now that we maybe haven't seen?
Bundle. I mean, a few of them you've probably seen now. They're starting to kind of seep through the woodwork. Even was it Fear and Loathing? We did the pre-show battle royal.
Yeah.
A good few of them, obviously, Paxo Luca DePazzi, as you know, he's started recently in ICW. Probably people further down the card are more like Kyle Chaos, maybe Levi Justice. These guys are all just like they're just powerhouses in that ring. Like they walk into the asylum and it's go time. Do you know what I mean? And there's a lot more. Like we've got like Ryan King, we've got Danny Cantrell, we've got Ross Hooser. Like I could literally sit here and I would probably name off every trainee we have. Like everybody's just it's a team. Do you know what I mean? And we've all got one goal in mind. But no, definitely those the ones I named are probably the upper echelon at the moment, ready to kind of break out and start taking their place on the scene.
Levi's one of those guys that you just feel like just when he finally puts like all the pieces just together, he'll absolutely take off. Like there's just something about him.
That boy, he's only maybe 18, 19. Like I wish I was like on that level when I was that age. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like it's weird because for so long I was like the baby of the wrestling scene. Like I started this when I was 12, 13ish, that kind of area. So forever I was just looked at as the young guy, and now I'm kind of like in charge and pointing directions and stuff like that. But just like these guys have all got their heads screwed on so much more than we did at that point in time. Do you know what I mean? And it's abundantly clear. So
all right,
yeah, they're all doing great things.
We're getting a whole bunch of more questions in here. We're going to try and get to as many as we can. Let's see. Would you join the NEK again if you had the chance? And how would you feel when you were in the NEK? What was it like to work with BT Gunn in a completely different way, for example? I think that's a really good way of looking at that. Because that was really, I know you'd worked with BT, obviously, in the Click, and then you'd worked with him before that as part of Just Us with the best fucking theme tune in history. But that was the start of you joining the... Yeah, you joining the Click, man, was starting off a completely different chapter in your life from a wrestling point of view. The first time you'd really turned heel, I think it'd be fair to say.
The first company to ever put the flip on me, and I was always just a clean cut babyface, blue eye, and I remember it happened so quick. Like nothing was mentioned, nothing had been spoke about, and then we were on tour. And it was the weekend I won the Zero G title in London, in Coco. And I believe the first show, I can't remember what the middle one was, but the first show I'm sure was Newcastle. And I remember walking in and Dallas pulled me aside and basically just, this is what's happening, this is the direction we're going on, we're working up to the SECC, this is what we want to do. And it was almost one of those things like we didn't really get a chance to think about it. It was just go. This is what we need to do. This is where we need to be. It's your job to get us there date now. So it took a while to transition because like everywhere I was always just clean cut, go out there, clappy, high five the fans. So it took, especially in an over 18s environment where I'm not really like the biggest guy, it took a while to kind of find. Obviously, everybody knows I constantly run my mouth. That's my niche. And I just found when I was finding my feet, that was the easiest way I could get under people's skins. And I remember especially like being part of the Click and stuff, nearly causing riots in certain venues. Like it was nuts. Like it was actually nuts. It was crazy.
And you're working with all those guys, and it's giving you that, making you that comfortable. And now the Click led to the Filthy Generation, and fucking boom, man. It's still such a huge part of it. And the thing is, the Filthy Generation is now there's this whole new swathe of fans. Do you think it made a difference going from being part of the Click to the Filthy Generation, just striking out your own? It just opened you up to even more people.
I think so. I don't think. See, it's hard. I don't think it so much opened me up. I think that it was always the same sort of crowd. I think just kind of like the direction we went and me going and doing my own thing, it just kind of put more of a definition on me. I think obviously like for the Bucky Boys, we were like a kind of trio sort of thing. We were very much a collective. Again, with the NEK, it was very much like there was obviously like driving forces and stuff. So I was always very much just one among the people. Whereas when they finally gave me the push and went, right, we're going to have you go and do your own thing now, it was, I think, just putting my face out there as, like, it's not really a brand, but this is my face and this is what we're pushing. And I think it just drew a lot more people kind of in my direction. Do you know what I mean?
We got another, thanks to Wild Child for the question about the click and the Filthy Generation. I've got another one here just for you. It's from Westy. How you do, Westy? This one, best tag team to be in, Bucky Boys or Just Us?
Great question.
That's a bastard of a question, that.
You just made my Thursday shit.
Because Davey's watching. Davey's watching.
There's a high chance both of them are watching. So,
but he's probably not. There's a very high chance Davey's watching.
There is. Davey likes the Facebook. Do you know? I can't. There isn't an answer to that. Both teams for different reasons. It's totally different scenarios. Like, totally different characters, totally different elements of myself that I can bring out in both of them. Yeah, I can't compare them. Even just between like myself and BT, the matches we've had with the likes of like Bad Influence and teams all over the UK, and then the run me and Blaze had with like the Click and STI and the Death Squad, and it's the two of those are too big a part of my life to compare which one is the better. Do you know what I mean? I think they both pushed me, both made me better.
It's like trying to pick which one of your kids you like best.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean?
I can do that, but
well, I've got a kind of spin-off question for you then.
Okay.
Do you think Just Us would work in ICW?
Absolutely. Do you know what? Not only, I 100% know it would. Just when we first came about with the idea, and it was before I had long hair and stuff, when me and BT we were growing our hair out, and we'd had that 70s show kind of hairstyle, with the cut up t-shirt with neon paint on it, with like the peace symbol gear and stuff. And I remember Dallas coming up to me and going, "I'm so gutted I didn't think of Just Us." He was so gutted it wasn't his idea. And I'm just like, it was one of those things, like, everything just, me and BT wanted to team for years. Like, we were just Hardy Boy marks, started training around about the same time, loved Matt and Jeff. We just wanted to be our own versions of them.
I've got another question. I've got another question for you, mate, tonight. But before we do that, we've got to have a little... I can't play too much of this because Facebook will throw us off. Hurry up. Wait for it.
That is the long version.
Oh, sorry.
This is a long version.
If anyone wants to know, Bob Sinclair and QTB, enjoy yourselves. That's going to be the tune of your lockdown. Another quick question, a great question from Westy again. A little follow-up for you. Will we see the Bucky Boys go for the ICW tag titles?
I mean, never say never. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Like I said, I've still got a lot of unfinished business with some people that I'm choking at the bit to get back and finish. I'd like to stick another couple of heavyweight title reigns under my belt. And then possibly, me and Davey, we kissed and made up. The Bucky generation is now here. So never say never. We might, if the opportunity presents itself, we're not going to knock it back. You know what I mean?
Sounds good. All right, we got a bit of fun to finish this off, gentlemen. I have to ask you for your Simpsons Survivor Series teams. Right.
Okay.
Let's have it, Stevie. Let's have yours.
All right, am I shooting first? Oh no, can one of you go? I've still only got. I need to get another two.
I'll go first then. I've got groundskeeper Willie.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hard bastard. He's the Timothy Thatcher of this lot, right? He was a hard bastard
in the Simpsons wrestling game as well. So
and he was a bastard in the Simpsons wrestling game. Mo says, "Like, here's why, right? You don't fuck him up. He looks after a bar for fuck's sake, right?
He does have a shotgun.
Has no luck with women, got a shotgun, and he can do that beatbox fighting that we saw in that episode where he was teaching an evening class.
The 411.
The 411. So, Carl Carlson, because
didn't have him.
Carl Carlson. Look, Lenny and Carl. I'm going to go with Carl simply because he has that brilliant. He is one of my favorite ever quotes.
Do Lenny and Carl come as a package though? Like you can't have Lenny without the Carl.
We'll have Lenny at ringside. Lenny's at ringside. Okay, cool. Lenny's at ringside. Carl still has one of my favorite quotes, which I'll use these days. It's like, yeah, we got Lenny, Carl. We're going to pin you with Lenny. Ah, nuts. I mean, nuts. It's one of my favorite quotes ever. One of my favorite quotes ever. Frank Grimes Jr. Right. This boy is the Cody Rhodes. Frank Grimes was Homer's nemesis. Homer's nemesis. And Frank Grimes Jr. tracked him down. His dad pumped a hooker. This boy is full of anger. He's full of focus. I want him in that ring. I want him on my team. And I want him to rip somebody from the router to their arse. That's what I want. And finally, I like big, strong boys. I could have phrased that different. I wish I'd not said that online. That's gonna come back and haunt me. Hashtag big strong boys. I'm going with Rainier Wolfcastle, the Arnold Schwarzenegger of this lot. You know, I think.
Remember when I said I beat you last? I lied.
Yeah, he's got star quality. He's a big hefty boy. He can do a bit of comedy as well. There's that episode where he tries stand up. And he's fucking radioactive, man. I've got 2 gimmicks for 1. What am I worried about? So that's my pick. Right, Simon, what's yours?
Right, okay. First of all, Dredrick Tatum, heavyweight champion of the world. Duffman. Sideshow Bob. And he's a legit psychopath. He's the only one.
He's been trying to kill a 10-year-old boy for 20 years. Look. See, right, I'll level you one of mine with Cecil. Cecil, Sideshow Bob's brother, because at least the episode he was there, he laid down the law, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Sideshow Bob stopped him.
Exactly. But, well, exactly. See, Sideshow Bob's a good guy. He's no good when you need him to be mental. He just steps and rakes and shit.
Right. You know what I love about that is the wrestler mind working. That was you formulating a plan. I'm just bringing
I've been really strategic about this. Like,
I'm bringing a whole bunch of fucking rakes to ringside, man. Ladies, we're sorted. Right, Stevie. Sorry, Simon, you got one more. You got one more.
Hank Scorpio.
Hank Scorpio. So he's if you don't remember the episode, Stevie, he's like the Bond villain. That's right, isn't it, Simon?
Yeah.
He's like the cover of the Bond villain. He's lives in a hollowed out volcano.
Shit. Aye, right, okay.
Has a flamethrower.
If you could kill somebody on the way out, that would help me a lot. So I've got 2 legit psychopaths, 2 actual killers, and 2 big bastards. What a team that is.
I like it. All right, Stevie, who's yours?
Okay, first of all, Marge. Has to be Marge.
Ooh.
She's a bona fide weapon. She was an MMA fighter. She was a bodybuilder. She was a police officer. Marge is a legit fucking certified badass. And it doesn't get recognised enough.
To be fair, that's a better shout than Sideshow Bob.
Fucking yes! Justice for Marge. Yeah, let's get this woman
as a badass.
Let's get this woman a title run. Do you know what I mean? She's got main event quality status here. All right, we've got Marge. I'm giving you that. I think that's the best pick so far. Right, who else?
I'd need to say Bart.
You gotta go Bart.
Bart, he's good in a skateboard. He's sneaky. He's used to being a wee bit of a dick when he needs to. He's lethal with his slingshot. Like, he's got a cool tree house where everybody can set up base and shit, and we can plan strategies and stuff. Bart's got to be my number 2.
Fucking love it. Right, number 3.
What a weird wrestling match we have here.
I'm into this. I'm absolutely into this. Lots of people agreeing with you. As we said, Toby Michaels, Marge is some shout. I give that. Yes, 100%. Who else have we got then? We've got 2 more.
So I've got 3 more. Listen, I'm on this. Number 3 would be Groundskeeper Willie.
Love it.
So that one. Then we'd have Cecil Bob. And then I don't know who. I'm tempted to put Ralph Wiggum in number 5 because he's such a hazard. Like, just in general. Do you know what I mean? I feel just you throw Ralph into a situation, something fucked up's coming. Do you know what I mean? Like
let me give you a moment here. Right? All the teams been eliminated. There's that moment you realise the last person is Ralph Wiggum.
Like when we thought Santino was going to Mania.
Yeah. Do you hear the crowd coming up? Do you hear the crowd coming up? Come on! Come on, Ralph! Come on, Ralph! Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell.
So that's my Survivor Series team.
I think we've completed wrestling. Guys, this has been...
Ain't no stopping me. No. We got a shout, Benjamin.
Right, this has been an absolute blast. Stevie, where can people find you on social media? We want to keep up to what you're up to. Have you got are you still having still merch on sale?
I don't at the moment. I'm struggling for a design that I don't like putting something out there if I'm not 100% behind it. So I've not had anything out in a wee while, but I am trying to work on it. So hopefully soon. But on the socials, you can hit me up at Stevie Boy Xavier on Facebook and on Twitter, or Stevie Boy 1592, I think, on Instagram. It's either Stevie Boy 15 or 1592. I can't remember which one. Try your both, see what happens.
Love it. And of course, Simon Cassidy or Florence Nightingale. Where is he? He's over here. Simon, people can find out what you're up to just now. I know you're doing a lot of stuff with there's a comment here which actually really makes me pop. I don't know if anyone's going to go for this. I've got to put this in just before I sign off. people Chris Daly said
Chris wins lockdown.
I'm gonna say, Chris, like fucking Chris
wins lockdown.
You've got some set on you, mate. Amazing. Simon, people can find out what you're doing with One Fault and It's a Bit Weird. We can see Tinfoil Hat Club. Where can people find you, Simon?
Just, Stevie, I do not have the same impeccable design standards as you. I unashamedly chucked this out. At Simon_Casty1 across all social media. At One Fault Sections of Twitter. At Bit Weird Show elsewhere. And I'm assuming at some point we'll do shows again, but for now there's some stuff over on Patreon, so check that out.
Right, and of course you can find me on all social media. I'm doing loads of stuff while I'm locked down. You can also listen to my radio show if you want. Right, I'm going to get out of here. I should have put a better sell on that. Stevie, thank you so much for joining us, man. It has been an absolute... Do you know someone has just messaged me that they just Googled alligator fuckhouse?
Oh, no!
I mean, we're all on our way to do it, right?
Oh, not from my phone, I'm no. Not from that. Stevie, thanks very much for joining us, man. It's so amazing to catch up with you. And of course, give our love to Kaylee. And hey, listen, we're all going to stay safe, we're all going to stay sexy, and we're all going to see each other very soon, all right?
Hell yes.
All right, guys. From everyone here at Lockdown ICW and our special guest, Stevie Boy! We'll see you again. Cheers, bye. That should be the end.